Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another Death Battle review. And as you can tell, I am quite excited today. Dawn, could you please start the video?
Yes, Master, right away.
What the frag?
Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to...
Beetles, gaze my bounty! I'm gonna skull crack ya! You're one ugly freak.
Look into my eyes. Your soul will burn.
Is that a fact now?
Burn.
Bottoms up!
It's done. About time.
Not yet, scuzzball! You will all die screaming! Eat this, you bastards! Holy fraggaroli. I definitely ain't picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. No!
Well, another day, another shit death battle. But then again, this is what I get for praising Death Battle. Anytime I've ever praised them, they almost immediately turn around and do something stupid. And I hate that this time they had to pick the one time they actually do a character I wanted to see on Death Battle, only for them to completely fuck it up. Now they choose to upload something stupid. And what I want to begin with is, I'm not going to pick on the animation too much, because like I mentioned, of course they did another 2D sprite animated fight. However, God bless the animators, they tried their hardest. You can tell they were at least trying their best. They probably had this script, it was shit, they just threw the assets at them and they said make a fight out of this, and they really tried their best. So I won't give them too much shit, because I understand that these animators have to take orders from these two fucktards, and really to an extent it's out of their control. However, that doesn't make the excuse for them using sprite animation again any better. And I'll get into that a little bit more later, but what I really want to talk about is this matchup. Now, this is a matchup that people have been asking for a long time, and I have to just ask why. What did people see in this matchup? So, let's really break this down. We have the Ghost Rider going up against a parody character. Why? What is the point in that? Wouldn't it make more sense for Lobo to fight someone, you know, like him? What is his connection with Ghost Rider outside of the fact, well, they both use motorcycles, they both fight with chains, and they're both bounty hunters? Well, by that same logic, you want to have Boba Fett fight Ghost Rider while you're at it? Or how about Samus Aran fighting Lobo? Oh wait, that would be a stupid idea? Well, guess what? This one isn't any better. And like I said, Lobo had very little chance against the Ghost Rider because him being so evil actually works against him. As I said, he's not going to be able to get past the penance stare, and I was correct. The more sin you commit, the more stronger the penance stare becomes. The more souls you have inside of you, the more powerful the penance stare becomes. Let's say you had someone like Shang Tsung who steals souls. Well, guess what? If he ever encountered the Rider, that would actually work against him because it'll only make the penance stare more powerful. So, similar to when they had M. Bison fight Shao Kahn, let me get this straight, Death Battle. You're going to have the guy who becomes more powerful the more evil you are fight someone whose sins and murder literally ranges into the trillions. And you think that's a good idea. Just like how you thought it was a good idea to have M. Bison, a guy who fights with soul magic, fight the guy who can literally eat souls. What made you think that was a good idea? It's just as mentally retarded here. Now, sure, maybe if Lobo didn't have a soul, I could see where you're going with that, but the fact that Lobo has a soul, and he has so many sins and murder under his belt, doomed him from the very start. And what really pissed me off about this was how you motherfuckers decided to lowball Ghost Rider by only bringing up his feat of taking down a skyscraper. Are you fucking serious? You are going to lowball the Ghost Rider to make it look like he's not as powerful as he really is, because this matchup is an absolute joke power-wise. I love how you completely leave out the fact that Doctor Strange himself described the Ghost Rider's power as boundless, but even if I give you the benefit of the doubt, maybe that's from a comic that's no longer canon. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. However, you know that Ghost Rider has gone up against the likes of Hulk, and you know that he's more powerful than people like the Hulk, so why then would you only say that his strength is limited to building level, when you know that's a bunch of bullshit, when you know that he defeated Mephisto, who can go toe-to-toe with Galactus? At the very lowest, the Ghost Rider can destroy solar systems and galaxies. He is a multiversal threat at the absolute lowest, and I mentioned this in my video. The weakest incarnations of Ghost Rider are about multiversal level at best. And I don't get why you felt the need to lowball him. That didn't work when you guys pulled the whole, well, let's lowball Link to make it look like it's not as embarrassing when he fights Cloud, because if we allowed Link access to his full arsenal, Cloud would literally not be able to kill him no matter how hard he tries. That's basically what you did here. And the thing that really got on my nerves is, while a couple of the jokes in this episode were okay, can you motherfuckers stop bringing back Deadpool? It is getting really annoying. Stop. Can you make it more obvious that you're trying to seem hip and cool because people like Deadpool, and you always feel the need to bring him back? Stop. It is bullshit. Stop bringing him back. I am so sick and tired of it. It wasn't any funnier this time around, and it wasn't any funnier the last time you decided to force him into a fucking bullshit fight. In fact, I believe I said in Darkseid versus Thanos that one thing that prevented that fight from being almost perfect was the fact that you had to force Deadpool in there for some cheap humor. And what really made me almost snap and kick my fucking TV is when you decide to whore yourselves out in the middle of an episode, but you try to laugh it off as a joke. No, Death Battle, can you make it more see-through that all you care about is whoring yourselves out there and forcing products down the throats of your fucking fans? Stop doing that, Death Battle. All you do is make it obvious that you don't care about the episode, you care more about your fucking sponsors and selling shit to people. Stop. It's getting annoying. Focus on your goddamn show. This is like if in the middle of a football game, one of the players decided to advertise fucking Nike to you. It would be really fucking insulting. Stop it, Death Battle. And the music was pathetic. You know what I hate having to do, Death Battle? I really fucking hate having to fucking fix your shit for you. Why the hell do I need to fix your own soundtrack for you? Who the fuck are you hiring to do these soundtracks? And why can't you get them to do any better of a job? I shouldn't have to fix shit for you, Death Battle. It's fucking embarrassing when I have to do that. The soundtrack here was pretty lame and pretty much forgettable. It didn't matter. And I know you are capable of pulling out some decent soundtracks because that Brandon guy who works for you has made some pretty okay soundtracks. But instead, you once again phone it in. This whole episode felt phoned in, and it's bullshit. Like, it's so phoned in that when you decided to upload your stupid little preview on your obnoxious ass podcast, you were so lazy you didn't even have the animation finished. Why show a preview for something that isn't finished? Why would you not have the sound finished in your fucking preview? It makes no fucking sense. And while I said I'm not going to pick on the animation too much because I can tell the animators really tried here, here's what I am going to say. Now, someone in the comment section of one of the videos I posted brought to my attention that why are you criticizing them for using 2D animation? 3D animation is cheaper than 2D animation and is just as lazy and or phoned in. And while I understand what this person is trying to say, it's still no excuse. The point I am always trying to make here is that Death Battle has the resources and manpower to do so much more than what they do, but they would rather be lazy and phone it in because they want to shit out an episode every 3 weeks, quality be damned. I constantly bring this up because, like I said, they have the ability to make their own 3D models, their own 3D animation, and hell, they could probably hire some pretty good 2D animators. I'm not going to say that 2D animation itself is shit. There is some absolutely gorgeous 2D animation out there. Just go watch Beauty and the Beast or something like that. There can be beautiful 2D animation, but Death Battle doesn't do that. What they do is just find some shitty sprites on a website, fetch a bunch of sprite sheets, throw them at their animators, and say, here, make something out of this, here's a shitty script for you. And then they just have to work with what they have. And like I said, while the animators did try, it's irritating when you know that Death Battle can do so much more. And the main reason why I bring it up is because every time Death Battle does actually do a 3D fight, it's almost always incredible. So it's clear to me that Death Battle has the resources and talent to make incredible 3D animated fights. Possibly even incredible 2D animated fights if they actually fucking tried. But they don't. And I will give this individual credit for trying to defend the whole 2D animation thing. I will admit, maybe sometimes I am a little too harsh on 2D animation, but when Death Battle does 2D animation, all too often, it's usually shit and pales in comparison to what they're capable of with 3D animation. And another reason why I hate the 2D fights is the 2D fights are almost always a minute or two long at best. And it's frustrating because when they do a 3D fight, it's much more eventful. There's usually story to it. Now, this one did have a little bit of a story to it, I guess. But again, Death Battle can do so much more. And I hate it when they phone shit in like this. This is why I keep lashing out against Death Battle. I recently uploaded a video that was given to me by a fellow Death Battle fan and a subscriber of mine who just, as you saw in his video, he was extremely defeated after watching this episode. And it's because of this that I continue to lash out against Death Battle, because I'm so sick and tired of their laziness. I'm so sick and tired of how they treat their fans. Death Battle has publicly admitted that they don't listen to their fans, and they will intentionally create controversy just for the sake of getting more clicks. They have admitted this. They don't give a shit about their fans, no matter how much they claim to do. What they do care about is being able to sell shit to you. That's why they're constantly shoving advertisements and their merchandise down your throat. They no longer care about making quality episodes. That's why they shit these things out every 3 fucking weeks and don't listen to their fans. Like when the fans wanted to see Alex Mercer versus Carnage, Death Battle was like, you know what? This is a really good idea. Let's have Carnage fight Lucy for no fucking reason. And no, I'm still not going to let that one go. That was bullshit. And it's another reason, or at least half the reason, why I am creating Blood Royale. Because there are so many people that come up to me and they tell me they are so sick and tired of Death Battle shit. I don't blame them. I'm not the only one who is tired of that. And I want to give them some kind of alternative. And that's what I plan on doing. As you've seen, I plan on doing my own Ghost Rider episode. Simon versus Ghost Rider. And it's going to be full 3D. And I plan on giving you guys an actual good fight and not phoning it in. Because the people who watch Death Battle, they deserve better, but Death Battle doesn't care about getting better. The more bigger Death Battle grows, the more resources they have at their disposal, they should be improving, not continuously making the same repeated mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. Hey Death Battle, did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Because I know I have many times, but clearly you don't understand it. And with that, I'm done. I could probably say more about this episode, but what more could I say about this that I haven't already said? The thing I hate about reviewing Death Battle now is I often get very repetitive in my arguments because Death Battle makes the same fucking mistakes over and over again, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't like having to repeat myself, and I'm sure it's not any more fun for you guys when you have to hear me repeat the same arguments and criticisms over and over and over again. And with the hopeful startup of Blood Royale, I hope that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel here. But until then, my final rating for this is a 2 out of 10. It would be a lot lower, but because of how much I love Ghost Rider, and I can tell that the animators were at least trying to make something good out of this, I'm not going to give it a 1 out of 10, because that is saved for the really bad matchups like Naruto versus Ichigo, Goku versus Superman, and Natsu versus Ace. And it's certainly not that bad. While I will admit this could have been worse, this is still pretty fucking bad. And I'll see you guys around next time. What did you think of this death battle? Let me know. Do you think there was more I could have said? And I will see you guys next time, hopefully for a episode of Blood Royale, where I will give you guys a hopefully much more impressive show.